Hi, my name is Cindy Rang.
I'm Brianna Motzkus, and today is our Wednesday box opening.
Hello.
Hi.
All right, so welcome. If you're new here, we are a mother-daughter duo. We have a quilt shop in Central Washington State, and we do these box openings every Wednesday night at 5 or Sunday afternoons at 12:30, where we open boxes and we show you the brand new stuff that has just come into our store. You can find everything at fabricpatch.net if there's something that you want to order. We also always mention that there's a possibility if you have a local quilt shop that they have ordered the same things, or maybe a different colorway, or who knows. So we just always want to encourage you to shop local. Boy, they really depend on you. It's a hard road, and that's what keeps them in business, is having customers. And it's always kind of nice to have somebody there that'll help you do border math or backing math or, you know, color things. So if you don't have a local quilt shop, we would like to be yours.
Yes.
Let's see what else we do. We also have a retreat center, and we do lots of other YouTube videos and classes and tutorials and different things. So you can kind of hang out with us. And I have to start with an apology, because I never have my glasses on. And the reason that I never have my glasses on is because I have perfect vision far away. I mean, I can read that sign clear over there. You know, I can read everything. I just can't read here.
Just for little cheaters.
Yes. And so I have those, I've tried bifocals before, and they make me so dizzy. I thought for sure I was going to break a hip. And somebody said that you have to give it 2 weeks. Well, I need 2 weeks in a very soft place where I'm not.
She needs
2 weeks on the beach where I can fall over.
Yeah, it was dangerous.
Super dangerous. Super dangerous. So in the meantime, I'll do things because I can see everything except for close up. So apparently
the notions on Sunday were hit and miss.
I'm sorry. So, because I don't know. So I just think, oh, if you want to see this, let me hold it up for you. And so it was super blurry. So Anna said she kind of tried to fix it a little bit and tried to CGI it and put something else in there.
So maybe once we cut to like open packages or something, I'll change our camera to autofocus. But I find that the autofocus drives me crazy because there's so much behind us that depending on where we move, it autofocuses somewhere funny. And when Tracy's back there, it's even worse because all of a sudden it'll focus on her and then it'll blur and then it'll focus on one of us. So I'll change it and you guys can decide what you like better. So I'll do the rest of today's box opening and Sunday's box opening in autofocus and see if that helps. It just drives me crazy.
I don't know. And I also think when we do, I think it's really only a problem when we do the notions, because I feel like, ooh, I should hold it up for you.
And personal. And I tell her, it's fine. Because of course we see it on this tiny, like, you know, business card size screen. Yeah. It's always hard to remember, oh, you guys are seeing it on this big, like, life-size TV. That's why sometimes if it seems like it's a whole lot of fabric in your screen, it's because, again, I'm looking at something this big. I can't imagine it. Oh, no. Same thing as Mom.
48-inch TV screen.
You can't see it.
Trying to be helpful. That's right. The other thing that we can do when we're doing notions is we could do it like we do when we do the close-up of the fabric.
Oh, that's a good idea. Just show us our table.
And we'll go, oh, let's show you these, and then we can go down.
That's a good idea.
It took us 4 years to come up with that.
That's pretty smart.
So,
let's try it.
I'm sorry. And then the other thing that was kind of funny, so Monday, right? Let me get my glasses for this. Monday...
They saw the Jen Kingwell Trunk Show?
Jen Kingwell Trunk Show, which was
so cool.
Super, super fun. And so cool. Did I tell everybody this morning that Pa saw it come across the, did I mention that?
Oh,
Pa saw it come across the YouTube thing.
Oh, I don't know if you told them. You told me.
Oh, let's watch you. And I said, no, we're not watching you.
No, we're not.
No. He goes, well, who else is there? Let's watch that one. No, we're not going to watch it. I can't stand to watch myself.
I told Mom so.
I embarrassed myself.
Again, on Fabric Chat, you can see the video. But the other night, Maisie was racing a tractor in our yard. Everyone was safe. No one was going to anyway. But, and I told Mom I couldn't send it to her because it was like too long to text it. And so I was going to upload it to YouTube so they could watch it on the TV. And apparently I should have.
Yes, because
so that Dad would have watched
the kids
instead of watching Mom show quilts. But
yeah,
there's apparently nothing better on TV than
there's nothing on TV. No. we get down weird little rabbit holes of weird things. We've been watching a lot of gardening stuff, and
'Tis the season.
yeah. And then Anna told us of a series that we're supposed to start watching on Netflix, and it's about the White House, and there's like murder at the White House, and you don't know who did it till the very end, and it's like 8 in a series. And I feel like I have to be prepared for a series because sometimes I get a little too invested, and it's like, let's just stay up and watch one more.
Yeah.
And we get ourselves into
It's
trouble.
not like the old days where you had to wait a week
yeah, I know.
or a day.
I know. And if you missed it on Thursday, you missed it for forever.
Until the
Or until
reruns.
the reruns in the summer. Oh, there's nothing worse than that. Ruled our lives. Yeah. So, but anyway, yeah, there's nothing good on TV, but he would watch the grandkids. That would be fun.
Should upload babe. Well, you'll have a couple to
Yeah.
watch
Good.
when you get home tonight because Anna has got all the extra footage from Faber Chat.
Good. We'll fast forward through Faber Chat. We'll watch the babies.
Yeah.
That'll be good. And then Faber Chat this morning, we talked about a bunch of things. I don't remember what all. We talked about the new book again, but some exciting news there.
Yeah.
And then, so the Jen Kingwell thing. So we held up a pattern and we weren't sure, Louise Pappas.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm sure that we said at the time, it's like, Christy will look that up for us. We have this
There's one we
administrative
couldn't find.
assistant.
It was one of Nani Rose's. That
Yeah.
was we couldn't figure out what it was. They
Well,
found it?
Christy Iverson, our administrative assistant, very quickly emailed me back. This was Sunday at 1:59. It airs at 12:30.
She was on
So
it.
she starts by saying, took a while to find.
We knew you could do it.
Yeah. And then she says, Louise Pappas is a longtime Jen Kingwell collective contributor with her beautiful range of quilt and cushion patterns. She's a Melbourne-based designer who has spent a brief stint in London. Her work is suitable for both machine and hand piecing, with her designs often featuring many quilting techniques, including applique and scrappy style fabric choices. So it is true
Good to know.
that it looks just like you really get it's like
From Sunday's box opening.
Yeah.
That's where we got this one.
yeah, when we you saw the trunk show on Monday, but we showed all of the patterns and stuff on Sunday.
Sunday.
So it's sort of dual duty, and there's probably some that we're already out of because of that, but you want to do that. So then anyway, I of course emailed her back, you are the best. And then I said, did we miss Administrative Assistants Week?
Right?
Yes, we did. It was last week, and Administrative Assistants Day was Wednesday, April 23rd. So she'll get a late present. I love Christy. Christy's our little fact finder.
Yeah, I love it.
I know, it's really
Because we
really
think
good.
about it. Oh, we
can
need to
just
look
talk
it
about
up.
anything we want,
But
and then Christy goes,
it
wait
takes
a minute.
Too long for us to research to be able to tell you why we film because usually it's
Well-
T-minus 20 minutes for us to get kids or we get
And
distracted.
we don't even know what we're going to talk about. And then
Until we
we
talk
just
about
start
it.
making stuff up. We don't even know.
Yeah,
What-
we get
yeah.
close.
Yeah, and Tracy, it used to be Tracy was always behind
yeah.
us. And so she was fact checking while we were talking.
Yeah.
But now, oftentimes, it's spring here. And so Tracy is busy. She's an avid gardener.
Yes.
And also she's working on stuff. She's starting to do more of her artwork.
Which is really cool.
She is such a talented artist.
Mhm.
And so she's doing more stuff, and then she's going to have a little bit of an art show. She's not going to sell anything until after her retreat, which is in September.
Mhm.
And I will give you a little hint. If you want to make sure and not miss out, come to her retreat because they will get first dibs. I think there's maybe only 1 or 2 spots left, but just FYI.
It's fun.
Yeah. So anyway, so
And if you're
she's
not
been
a
home
mixed
more.
media artist or not shade like that, there are a few quilters that come.
Yeah.
They might dabble in some glue and paint and then spend most of their time with their
You
sewing machine.
think you
But
wouldn't
it's
like
fun.
it, but I think everybody really likes it.
It's an entirely different creative outlet,
Totally different thing.
but it's pretty cool.
Yeah, totally different thing. Really kind of fun. All right. Okay. I
Yep.
think that was the only weird things that I had to mention. And then we might think of something else as we go along.
Yeah,
You know
without
us.
fail.
You know us.
Chatty. We can't help it.
We cannot. We cannot.
Okay.
It's been kind of fun. We've had, we're currently in the middle of our Washington and Oregon shop hop. So it's a shop hop. Oh, distracted.
It's big fit.
And ironic because we had Washington fabric, which I don't think there's any left. There's a couple teeny tiny little pieces of it left. And then Oregon had their fabric, and the Oregon fabric has Bigfoot on it.
It does have Bigfoot.
Bigfoot lives in Washington.
We probably share. I mean, the east,
I think
the west side probably shares both.
They might vacation.
Oregon does
in
have better
Oregon.
beaches.
They do. We have oyster.
Ours are rocky.
Mm-hmm.
They're pretty though.
Cannon Beach is beautiful.
Yeah. It's good. It's good.
We have Bigfoot.
Hey, Karen.
Did I say pound?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
We did have this, a few of these pieces in
Minky.
Minky, because I recognize this one
Yeah.
and the feet. So I'll go see if we still have it in Minky. I don't know. But otherwise, now we have it in Cotton.
And there's not very much of it.
No.
Oh,
They look like a little 10-yard bolt, maybe.
Oh,
Yeah.
And only one bolt of the panel.
Yeah. But you got the tots in every color, so.
Yeah.
And he's pretty adorable.
Look at the border.
All right, we're
Okay.
going to take plastic off, cut a border piece. I'm going to go check out the Minky section and see what's in there, and then we'll be right back.
Okay, this is adorable.
Cute.
I have a fondness for Bigfoot anyway.
Yeah, who doesn't?
I know. He's pretty fun. So there is a panel and there's no line in the panel. So what that means is that if you order 2, you'll get a consecutive piece.
It could be like running yardage.
Yeah. And then if you order 1, so what will happen is 1 is going to be,
Here.
what is
Fairly
that?
big.
15. Right? So it's
Yeah.
1, 2, those 3 rows, and they're 5
Oh, no,
across.
it's 4 rows.
Oh, it is 4 rows. It's
You get 20.
humongous.
So it's a 36 by
20.
42 inch. So yeah. So, but yeah, if you order 2, we'll give you 2 without a cut in the middle. So you could do a quick whole clock quilt if that is something you're looking for.
Yeah, so you'll get 20 for, yeah. See, oh yeah, see there's our little, all you really see is, oh, I'm not going to go close. All you really
Little
see
scissors.
is there's little scissors right here in the salvage that tells us that we should cut there. But if you order 2, we won't cut that.
Mhm.
And then that way you can decide how many blocks you want to put together.
Yeah.
There's not very much of the border fabric, so.
Yeah, it's cute.
Yeah. And then you went back and looked and there's no
Bigfoot Minky.
Bigfoot Minky.
No.
But, you know, we got in the store on Sunday, we got Flannel 108. And the Flannel 108, there is a dark blue, there is a tan color, and there is this kind of cool charcoal black that all of those would look great with this.
Yeah, I agree.
All right, so let's start over here. So we've got, and there's no pre-cuts with this, huh?
No pre-cuts.
And we won't be able to cut any because there's only 10-yard bolts. So, so there's feet,
I love
on the black
feet.
background. I do too. The black background or the beige background. And then this one was the one, was this the one that we had in Minky?
Yeah, that one. And I think the black feet were on Minky too.
Yeah, that's it. I love all those trees. That's fantastic. And then this is just the scattered Bigfoot. So super cute. So we've got that in 3 colorways. So we've got it on the tan background and it's not directional at all. There's the blue. And this is kind of a modelly blue. It's really pretty. There's a little bit of teal in there. Really pretty. And then it's also on this kind of a charcoal with maybe a hint of green in it.
Yeah, that's cool.
Really, really nice. And you can see the size of it. And again, all of you guys that are coming for collage class,
You can hide
we
them in
just need a
there.
little bit in there. See if you can find the Bigfoot. It would
Hide
be
him
fun
in
to
your
just
moose.
hide him behind something waving. Feel like I need some of him. It doesn't even matter what color. And then let's see, there's more of those trees. That's the same print, but look how different it looks if it's on a white background. Well, it's kind of an off-white, not a bright white. And then what is this? It's just sort of a
Leaves. Yeah.
Native American inspired sort of a look. So we've got this really pretty blue. And then there's kind of a, I don't know, autumn color, kind of a, I don't know, burnt umber kind of a color. Same as the
I
color
love
in
that
here.
one.
I do too. This is it directional? I
It-
guess
the-
it
the
kind of
mountains
is a
kinda
little
are,
bit.
Yeah.
Clusters of trees, leaves, rocks, mountains. Beautiful. And so it's got this kind of a pale, kind of a tealy background. And then we've got the same one in a white background. There's no Bigfoot in here. Sure like it. Yeah, that's really beautiful. It would go with so many other
Yeah.
collections that we already have. And then here's the border print. The border print is kind of fun because it's such a short, small repeat. You know, so you could do a couple of different things. So of course you could do a 10-inch border and have all of those, the feet, the Bigfoot, and the mountains. And you would end up with, you'd end up with 4 of them, or you could do a couple of little ones. But pretty cool.
Yeah, really cute.
And then the panel. That's it. All right. And it's just called Bigfoot. Yeah, by QT Fabrics. Fantastic. Okay, we're going to move this around, and then we have a whole bunch of boxes from, who's that from?
That's
Andover.
Alrighty.
Andover. Andover could be anything. They are.
Yeah, they have really a
board of.
smorgasbord of designers. They do really.
And there's how many boxes? 4.
Yeah.
Does it say?
Ooh. It is called Color Wheel by Alison Glass.
Oh, Allison Glass.
Ooh,
I
this
do
one, we can't really
too.
see it. But
Look at this one.
bye.
I love her stuff.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, look at that one.
See, look how cute. That would be just like to stitch. Just copy her artwork and then just stitch your little X's, little O's, your little.
Oh, this isn't going to be on the strawberry.
Voice, right?
All right, we've got a whole bunch of boxes.
A few more boxes to open. We're going to open them up, take the plastic off, and show you close.
All right, Allison Glass.
I love Alison Glass.
She's probably, is she like in your top 3?
Five. Yeah, definitely top 3. Yeah.
I like her too. Very bright, very modern.
I think I might have more
Very
Alison
loud.
Glass in my stash than Tula.
Allison Glass.
Sally
is more-
Kelly too. I like her. She's like a muted Alison Glass.
Allison Glass is more versatile. You
Yeah.
know, her stuff.
Tula, I buy big chunks of the big pieces, and then I probably fill in with Alison Glass for other things. But yeah, I love what she does.
I like her stuff.
I love her textures.
I like her stuff too. It's very, very bright, very modern, really fun. She has a lot of really good. She has a bunch of sew-alongs that she'll do if you follow her on social media. But she has a lot of really good stuff, and we have a lot of her things. So, do you have
Right.
do we have an Allison Glass section?
I
No.
don't, because I think the only thing I have of hers actually, besides this, is her scribbles and whatever she did with Juicy Juice.
With Juicy Juice.
I think that's the only thing I have that's Alison Glass at the moment.
That's
Plus
possible.
this. We don't usually, her stuff doesn't usually hang around very long.
That's true.
So I'll move that, scribbles and whatever the other one is called. I'll move it up to the What's New. So if you want to build, and because all of these are pretty textured. I mean, are prints for sure.
Yeah.
If you're wanting,
Larger. You'll want some blenders to go with it.
so if you're wanting some, look at those other collections, because you'll see that same citron, that same pink, that same fuchsia. It's going to be in there in more of a tonal texture. It's still going to be textured. It's not solid by any means. But
It'll read solid in
It's
your
cool.
pieces. Yeah.
yeah, really
Yeah.
groovy.
And I feel like one of these, I feel like we've seen before. Is it kind of
This
reprinted?
panel piece,
Let's
yes.
just hold this one up. We've seen this before quite
She's
some
printed
time
this-
ago.
She prints this a couple times. This is almost, I would say basic, but we can't reorder it. She brings it out in different collections. We've probably seen it 2 years ago, maybe.
And it's a 10-inch circle. So you can do all kinds of things with it. Oh, sorry. I'm just going to do one more.
We're super twisted. but-
Sorry. You can, so a panel is right here. So you'll end up getting 8. So if you want 2 panels, you'll end up having 16. 4 by 16, so a nice little rectangle. These are 10-inch squares. So by the time you cut them out, you're probably going to end up with about 11 inches. So you could put another border, another interior border if you're doing something and you need a 12.5-inch center square for something. But they're pretty cool. I've seen them used all kinds of ways.
Yeah.
Pretty brilliant. So they come on this white background.
Or kind of this charcoal black and gray background.
And do we have this fabric? I don't know that we do.
No, you don't.
Bummer.
I actually don't know if that is a print.
And it probably wouldn't matter anyway, because if I'm going to put a border on that, I would choose a color. I wouldn't do that same
Right.
background color.
yeah, pick whatever
I
you
would
want.
pick the fuchsia, the blue, the citron.
yeah.
Yeah.
So there's those. So those are going to be in eaches. Again, we get as many eaches as you want, and we'll cut it in one piece for you. But super fun also for like, okay, we're just going to Really good for bags too. I know I did a Sue Spargo thread organizer bag, and I think it was this one that was the front and the back of it. So again, a cool focus piece without working so hard for it.
I should show, I can't think of the gal's name at the right off, but she was in the shop. Isn't that it? No.
Oh, that's so cool.
We're going to show you this picture. She was in the shop on Saturday, and she had done these little pineapple blocks and then kept them hexagonal, and then she had these other cuts.
I love that.
I know.
So cool with that circle.
It would be. Yeah. With the circle, or even with her large print. I mean, look, it's just a big, humongous, large print. You guys are going to ask for the pattern. I don't have that pattern. I mean, it's a pineapple, but it's a pineapple that ends up as a hexagon, rather than a square. But you could do kind of the same thing with your pineapple stuff. But anyway,
They go up on
the
Pinterest.
colors. But I think it's just that's what made me think.
Yeah.
I thought, because I thought the same thing. I thought, I really want to make that, but I need a really large print, vibrant piece. And so these
Working backwards, work for your centerpiece, and then figure out how you're going to make that alternating block. What it could even be like a core house step block would be really cool too, as it's coming in. Kind of like think of Mom's star stepping quilt, whereas your center is something groovy, and it's going to burst out of one color.
would be perfect.
And then a secondary color. I've never done a modern star stepping. I
really
didn't
didn't
do one.
Do it. That'd be cool. Do it, because you could do blues and greens, and then you could do for your star
and orange or
points,
pink and yellow.
and then you can do pink and yellow and orange for your center.
See?
Oh,
That'd be cool.
we need a new star stepping.
We do.
one.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hold this one up while we're here.
So this is, think of the center circles in prints. So instead of her cutting it into a circle, she's just laid it out. It's also kind of stripy. So if you'd rather...
More than kind of.
It's very stripy. So if you'd rather have more of a border print so it shows off just your green and blues, you could, get 2.5 yards and create it as a border print. Super cool. Again, I like also the piano key border effect, which is what this will give you. I think it's really cool. You could definitely accentuate that on the long arm. Black background or white background. You're going to see every texture is going to be in both. White and black.
I think in the camera does it look even stripy? It looks totally stripy in the background.
Yeah, it's very stripy.
And I'm just
I feel like it's not as stripy. I mean,
no. And you'll
in
see it
real
down
life,
here.
it's
In
not
real
so-
life, I mean, when you're looking here, it's subtle.
Yeah.
But from
she
far
overlaps
away.
her colors a little bit.
Yeah.
Also a very cool collage option. If you're someone who doesn't necessarily want big, chunky somethings, this one you could really kind of pick out a whole section and have a butterfly, a mushroom, and a moth, and have kind of that cool overlapped thing.
And
This is the best
piece. Well, it's too heavy for me.
Best. I know this job. We're just gonna have to make a mess of it.
Make a mess.
Gosh, this is so. Oh my gosh, it has Andover logo on it, and her Allison Glass logo on it.
It's 108 in that ombre stripy piece.
Only in the black background.
Only in the black. And it is bigger. I feel
Quite
like you
a
should
bit
see
bigger.
this. And is the A in here?
It's on the.
It is.
Oh,
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah. So, okay, I can't go
We'll-
close.
we'll
I've learned
show
my
a
lesson.
picture so Anna
We'll
can
show
put
up
it for
close.
you.
There's a moth here. That's the Andover logo, and that's Allison Glass logo. And look at the difference in size.
Quite a big, probably a whole, 2 times bigger.
Fabric versus the 108.
Yeah.
Which sometimes if you really want the fabric just to be bigger, like some of the cave background pieces, get the 108.
Get the scale you want.
Yeah,
Who
it
cares?
doesn't matter. Are we going to be able to open
There you
it?
go. So it repeats its color path,
Yeah.
it looks like.
Ah, see, all you need
I
is
agree that
2 yards of this and some inky.
Yeah.
And be
You
done.
need nothing else.
You don't need anything else.
Hot pink minky on the back
Yeah.
of that.
This is the Rice Krispies of quilts.
Right here.
Right?
This
right
is
here.
it.
This is it.
This makes me happy.
Oh, it does. Me too.
And again, from a quilter who gives quilts and whatever, for me it's all about the color or the fabric that makes me think of that person. I don't think I've ever had any one person say, "Oh my gosh," all I got was a piece of fabric and a piece of Minky. You know, no one thinks like that. It's all about the giving. Because this, with a piece of Minky, would make me extremely happy. I don't care that you didn't put one freaking seam in it. It doesn't matter.
I feel like I would just think, oh, you're a little rock star that you just put those two together.
I know.
And those for me. Nobody cares about that.
No.
Nobody cares about that. It really is
We're
about
all
the fabric.
looking for a couch quilt, a quilt to take camping, a quilt to just sit
And
out
that
in the
fabric,
lawn with.
Yeah. And that fabric that says you.
Yeah.
You know, that
Yeah.
that somebody knows that you would love.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The 108 is so cool.
You're going to have to get some of this. I know you haven't taken fabric home for a while.
I know, I'm pretty good. Pretty good.
Yeah. And here's the problem with this. We mention this all the time. I don't know how big this bolt is, but you
12
figure you're going to want 3 yards. That'll give you 108 by 108. Minimum 2. Oh, no, minimum 90. Minimum 2.5. 2.5 will give you 90 by 108. And so that means that 4 or 5 people will get all of this and nobody else.
108s go pretty fast, but
Yeah.
super, super cool. And again, it is the same grade good as the 42-inch.
It
right?
is.
They sometimes have a different finish on them, a little more sunscreen, that kind of stuff. But pre-wash it if you want to. You don't have to. It quilts up great. It washes great. It wears great. But use it in your quilt. If you find that, oh my gosh, I love this scale, you can totally cut it up. The only weird thing you have to know with 108 is we do tear it. So if you're getting 2 yards, you're going to probably get 2 yards and 5 inches because we're going to give you a little bit extra because of the distress that the tear gives you. But then when you get it home and you're cutting it with a rotary cutter, decide what works best for you.
Yeah.
For me personally, what I will do is I will tear, my 6-inch strip and then I will true it up to 5 inches doing my own folding.
Otherwise, it's almost impossible to get it folded again because it's not so much cutting through multiple layers. A lot of us can do that, but by the time you folded it, you end up with that weird little dog leg. And that's what's causing that. And so that's why we...
Yeah. So we tear it. So if you are going to use it into your quilt, give yourself some extra because it's going to take you a hot minute to figure out what works best for you, how to cut it into your strips or your squares. That's just because it works. When they fold it in half and then fold in half again and then wind it on a bolt, they don't care how nice that folds. But then when you tear it, you'll see.
You'll see.
It works really good. Okay, I'm going to go around for the other one since the prints are normal size.
Fantastic.
Oh, it looks so good.
I know. It's really, really nice. And see, you can see, I'm just going to show you guys that, see, when you look at, not with us holding it up, it doesn't look quite so stripy. I like the stripy though. I like that, but it's pretty fun. All right. Then, let's see, gosh, I don't even know where to start. Let's start down here with these. That is like the coolest piece of fabric ever.
I love every single piece of this.
Yeah, me too. And there's the white background. Look at the little mushrooms.
In the middle of the weeds.
I know.
Cute.
White background and the black background.
And she almost has, again, a diagonal stripe with color.
Yeah. Yeah, she
You
does.
you don't even really notice it. It took me minutes. Look at that. Super
Pretty
cool.
subtle.
She's all about color.
And then the stripes. These are fantastic. These will go quickly. So rainbow stripe on white, teeny tiny little stripe, and rainbow. And that's probably a 1/4 inch, maybe a little bit more than a 1/4 inch apart. And then rainbow stripe on black. And this is just classic Allison Glass postage stamps. We also have, is it Andover that has that postage?
Yeah, I have it.
We have, it's like a border. It's the coolest thing. So it's this. So, and this is in gray. Maybe there's some in black. We can go look, or you can look to see. In fact, what is this called? It's called Stamp Stripe.
Yeah.
Stamp Stripe.
In color K.
In color K. And black is usually color J, right?
Yeah.
Don't you think? But anyway, kind of fun. So, but that's what these are. And all kinds of fun little stripes from current lines and previous lines. And that's a previous line, but really fun. And so it's with this black background, or it's pretty subtle. Can you see that? On kind of a taupey.
Super cool. Yeah, we can see it.
And notice that the colors are a little bit different. So these are more those jewel tones, pinks, purples, and blues, greens, yellows, oranges, and reds.
Groovy.
And then this one.
See, this one I think would be really fun to stitch on. If
Sure.
you Do you
Just
paint
do a
embroidery?
little sashiko.
Yeah. Use that as your pattern.
Yeah. And again, on black. And it's kind of a charcoaly black or on white. Either one. Both equally fantastic. And then really nice butterflies and also diagonal stripes. Check that out. That's why you need a big piece. See, blues, greens, yellows, oranges, pinks. And tiny. So again, I would still get some of these for collaging.
Yeah, those are probably 1.5 inch butterflies.
And then the same thing on black.
Oh, they almost look sparkly on the charcoal.
Because of that white.
Yeah.
And that's it. And then these are the ones we saw before. The big piece on black background, white background, and then some of the circles.
Awesome.
Yeah. All right. Oh, and then we didn't tell them. Maybe they saw them back
Oh,
here.
pre-cuts.
Pre-cuts.
Best part. I mean, it's also good.
What's in here with the...
It
It looks like we got the whole collection. So I think they just have repeated some of the pieces. Oh, they even cut up. Yeah. So we're not missing anything.
No. And you do get, what's in this one? Is this a circle? No.
No, but I see a circle on the back.
Yeah, I was wondering if they had the white one.
I bet they do.
You get a black circle.
I bet there's a white circle. Right there. That's it.
This one?
Yeah. That.
Oh, yeah. So you do get a chunk of the circles. So you must get a fat quarter, which means you probably get one. I'm just going to
Probably get.
see what it looks like.
Kelly, this one will be yours.
I'll put it nice in there. You'll never know. So yeah, see, that's right. See, you don't even get a full circle.
Oh.
I mean, still cool if you're going to chop it up, do whatever, but this is what you need to know.
Well, they
that's why
probably
we sell it
figure
in
if you're
inches.
getting a fat quarter, that you're just going to cut it up.
You're just going to play with it anyways. So you do get a fat quarter of the circle panel, but you're not necessarily going to be guaranteed a full circle. Just because of how the, inches run out. So if you do want to make sure you get a full circle, go ahead and get a panel. And you'll be sure to get a full circle.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you do get a little taste of every single piece.
pattern.
And then also 2.5 inch strips.
And 10-inch squares.
Oh, and 10 inch squares. Yeah. Super great. All right. There you have it. Color wheel. And then I did see there's a circle in here. Hold on.
Well, I saw it in the, oh yeah, there it is.
See, it all depends on how the cookie
Well,
crumbles.
it's because they're cutting it by machine.
Yeah. It
You
just,
They're
again,
not- it's not a
for
person that's standing there.
fun color. If you're going to do a Simply Charming or something, that's all I
Still
need.
okay.
It's a little tease.
And then just an FYI, we've had the circle fabric before, and what's kind of fun with that? Oh, look what came. Plants. Good. With circle fabric, you can actually make poor man's drunkard's path, or what is it?
Yeah.
Instead of drunkard's path, it's road to rehabilitation.
Yeah.
Right. So you guys know what the drunkard's path is, right? Maybe Anna can put in a block. It's where you've got a positive and negative circle, and instead of having to do that curved piecing, take your circle, cut it in 4 pieces, and you have
it.
4 drunkard's path.
Yeah, I forgot about that. It's a good trick too. So
Fun
many
just to
ideas.
play with. Just to play with. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Awesome.
Okay, we're going to clean this up, and we'll we have
Perfect.
more of something.
Of course. All right.
Okay, we have another box. And then I was going to this morning we talked about the Midnight in Soap Lake book.
Yes.
And I was going to tell you guys we were talking about that Robert Galbraith. Have you read any of those yet?
No. And
So-
if you guys don't know, Robert Galbraith is the pen name for J.K. Rowling.
J.K. Rowling. And so we talked about this before that, so if you like to read, so J.K. Rowling, I'm not so sure that I would necessarily pick up that book. I mean, I
Sure.
would think if I saw that she had written something, I'm not so sure that I would
Because we
grab
know
it.
she's Harry Potter.
Yeah,
So it's
but I like the idea that she's changed her name enough to assume that it's a whole different genre. It totally is. So I am now on the 3rd book. I'm not a fan of series necessarily because I get a little too invested and a little too worried and panicky about my people. And so I like to end it. But anyway, it's very, 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 very good.
Oh, good.
And then it was funny because I couldn't find all of them in on Libby.
Libby,
So I found some, and the ones on Hoopla had a whole different
narrator cover.
book cover.
Oh, funny.
And had like these really cool looking actors, and it's like, oh, that I guess that isn't exactly how I had it pictured. Anyway, so I kind of zoomed in just to get a little different picture in my head. It's an HBO series.
Oh, funny.
Cormoran Strike, and he's this detective. He's this war hero kind of guy with kind of an interesting past, and he's lost his leg below the knee, but he's a big, humongous guy, but that sort of impedes him just a little bit. And he has this secretary, and you meet her in the first book. And of course, you realize that she becomes, she's still going strong in the third book. But it's very, very, very good. Very Agatha Christie-esque, because a whole lot of information. She is a very talented writer. You really have to pay attention, though, because she really does kind of a whole little deep dive thing. And then at the very end, she does this whole Agatha Christie style where, well, back when, do you remember when this happened? And then this happened, and she tells the story, to put the whole thing together. So that you...
So are they kind of standalones?
They could be standalone.
But what comes together is like apparently him and the secretary. The main characters will build relationship as you go.
They could be standalone. The second one I didn't care for as much. I mean, I would still give it 4.5 stars, but I just didn't like what they were talking about.
Topic.
A little too gruesome for me, but it was very, very good. But because they consistently go back and forth and tell a little bit in case you missed book 1 or book 2. But I think they could be standalone. But Cuckoo's Nest is the first one. Fantastic. Got me hooked. Silkworm, it was good. Didn't guess it. He's got me every single time. And the third one is Career of Evil. Career of Evil. Very, very edge of your seat.
Ooh, that's good writing.
Very edge of your seat, because you know right away that there's a guy who's doing something bad. And very little description, and he has it narrowed down. He thinks it's one of 3 people, and it absolutely could be any one of them. You won't know until the very, very end, but it's very scary what he's doing. Anyway, very, very good. Anyway, this is beautiful, and now what we're all here for, which is fabric. This is beautiful. What is this called?
It's actually called Ocean Blues, but it's in sepia.
This is beautiful.
Very pretty.
It's very elegant.
Yeah. Sorry, I know you don't like to listen to that, but I feel like you need to see this one.
You see this one.
Look how cool that is.
That's beautiful.
I love the sea life, and you got the ships, you've got the map, you've got a shark. I think that's what we got. A lighthouse, that octopus, Sidon.
It's pretty nice.
It's really cool, but I like it in a sepia print. So it's 2 panel pieces and 5 coordinates. So it's really cool.
No pre-cuts, you don't think?
No, Beauty doesn't do pre-cuts.
That's too bad.
Oh. All right, but there is a big panel.
Okay, we're going to cut this up.
Yeah, we're going to get the plastic off so you don't have to listen to that, and cut your panel. All right.
Beautiful. It's very elegant.
Cool. Yeah.
I
don't think I've ever seen a sepia printed. I mean, maybe as a bonus color or, with it, but just sepia, I thought it was really cool.
This is fantastic.
So 36 by 42. Look at the little pirate ship.
Gosh, that's just really nice.
Yeah, really cool.
And people ask all the time, it's like, oh, I have a panel, and what is something that you recommend? Look through the Villa Rosa patterns.
Yeah.
They do a great job. There's at least a dozen in there that they do a really nice job, whether they are vertical or horizontal panels. So check those out. That's beautiful. That's absolutely gorgeous.
Love it.
I do too.
Love it. And then the other panel...
Oh, it's blocks.
Is blocks.
Is there a border?
There is no line. And there's no border.
I mean line. I don't know what I was.
There's the scissors. So the reference to where the repeat would hit is here.
Which means...
Oh, sorry.
Which is
6, 18, 24,
36.
36.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh, there's only 5.
30 blocks. That's fantastic.
Gosh,
Oh,
look how
look at
cool
that
it
one.
is.
Oh my gosh.
And the old diving helmet, the mermaid.
This is really
See,
well
I would
done.
totally do a Hope Floats or Fuss Bucket or what's the other one? The pink version. Oh, that is Fuss Bucket.
That's Fuss Bucket.
Yeah.
Fuss Bucket or Hope Floats.
I think it'd be great because then you could really add your color. If someone really likes purple sea life, and it's hard to see some. I know. Isn't Poseidon so cool? He's in the little toss I showed you at the very beginning. 2 styles of crabs. A few different sailboats and ships. Seahorse. I think it is.
Oh, there's 2 of him. Did you already say that?
Yeah. And 2 different styles of lighthouses. I love that they didn't duplicate a single block. They definitely changed. This might be the same ship, but they're going in 2 different directions.
Yeah.
The waves are a little different. You've got a sailboat.
Same thing with your lighthouses. And
Yeah,
then
they're all
again,
different.
if you just want to leave that white sashing on there, if you order 2 panels,
We won't
then
cut
you'll
it.
have a great big huge chunk. So, and again, maybe my guess is that this will sell out fairly quickly.
It's unique.
It's very unique, really elegant. Check with your local quilt shop. Maybe that's something that they ordered. Gosh, because, there's not very many. It's tiny.
Yeah.
Super
So
tiny.
2 panels and 5 coordinating pieces.
Yeah, so it's kind of the nautical stuff. So we've got the wheel, the boats, the mariner's compass. He is fantastic.
And not directional. He goes every direction.
Yeah. He's been popular this year. Lots of...
See, in this piece,
Oh,
so
I love this one.
it's
This is the blocks scattered.
there's a lobster. There was no lobster.
Yeah, there was.
there?
Yeah, there was a
Was he there? Oh, yeah, I see him.
Yeah. 2 of them.
Funny.
Because here's the other one. Yeah.
there
There's
he
this one right here. And then, where was the other one? I remember seeing it.
Huh. I think it's cool.
Seahorse.
I just missed him.
Yeah. Yeah.
On just a toss, which I think is so, so great.
Shark. He's on there. Yeah. Fantastic. Tiny little line. Rough seas. It's not so great. Thumbs. Not on a boat. And then turtles.
Ah! Groovy.
Yeah, it's fantastic. Just tiny little line.
Yeah.
Panel. Blocks. And then 5 other little pieces. No pre-cuts of any kind. We're just going to let it be a free-for-all. Get what you can get. Sorry.
Good luck. Sorry.
I know. I know.
All these little lines.
And then we also had another box that was with this, but it wasn't really with this. It's just 2 backings.
So, gray dry brush. It would actually look really good
Oh, it
with
would.
the ocean one. And then an Allison
The
glass.
black flannel would look really good with
Oh,
this
the
too.
black funnel looks so good.
Would look really, really good.
Yeah. An Allison
yeah.
glass extra white. So black with kind of the gray lines on it.
Yeah. So pretend that you saw this earlier.
Couple minutes ago.
Yeah.
I'll stick this in with Allison Glass's collection so it's all in one place for you.
Yeah.
Just to make it easier in case that's what you need to do.
Yeah.
But yeah. Oh, the black flannel.
Would look
And
perfect.
ocean blues.
Yeah.
My guess is there was probably 2 colorways and we got the gray colorway, not the blue
Oh, and not the
colorway.
blue colorway. That happens a lot. So oftentimes when we're ordering fabric, we can either get the entire collection or choose a colorway. And more we choose a colorway.
Blue, that's,
have a lot of
that's
blue.
ocean. This, I think, is really unique, Gil. I love this.
I love this.
I think
I
very
love
cool.
everything. Today was a good day.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Sorry.
I know. It makes it really
Apologize.
hard.
But today was a
Makes
great
it
day.
really hard.
Allison Glass, who's not to love?
Right.
Bigfoot, sign me up.
Right.
And gray ocean
know.
is, us desert dwellers, kind of
We
a
like
thing.
it.
Don't go too bright. Be covered in dirt later.
That's right.
Super cool.
That's right.
Super good day.
Yeah. Really good day.
Yeah.
All right. And let's see. What are they going to see tomorrow? So tonight and then tomorrow, I think we have a little trunk show for you.
Yes.
And so that might be kind of good if we were mentioning, the fuss bucket,
Star
and the
stepping.
star stepping. We went last week. We went over and did a little trunk show, little guild meeting over in Puyallup. Super, super fun. We brought everything back and we did for you like a 30-minute trunk show of here, before we put this pile away. And then I think, did you even take a picture of the pile at the end?
Yeah.
It was pretty bad. Maisie came out and was jumping in it.
Yeah,
and
I
rolling
think
down the
you
other
missed
side.
out on that. I didn't film that only because I had
Should
to
have.
catch for the slide, but she was having a ball.
She was having a ball. It was pretty fun. Yeah.
So yeah, that would be really fun. And those are just shop label patterns, ones that you can get from us in PDF or printed form.
Yeah.
And some that you see in multiple colorways, some that you may have never seen. It's worth watching.
And some you might have seen 5 times, but
Yeah.
you can, it'll be fast.
Yeah. And then Friday, you'll see another placemat
Placemat Palooza.
for
I don't know
McKay.
what number we're at, 15, 16. We've opened them all, so don't worry. You know, you'll see them all. We're going to keep going. And then once we've done the,
Anna, cut this part out until she finds her word.
I can't find my words today. My words are, I need to drink more coffee. Once we've done once we've done the nursing home week, if we still get more after that, which I expect we probably will, because some of you guys have already emailed said, I really, really want to send mine. We really, really, really want to see them. We'll probably open them up like at the end of box openings, and we're still going to gift them. Your other thing is, if it just kind of got you out of your slump and you want to sew some other things, pretty soon we're going to start asking for donations for our
breast auction.
breast
in October.
cancer auction in October. So be thinking about that possibility after you're done with those guys. And then also, I just want to put a little, just to think about it. Next week, because today is April 30th. Next week, we're going to talk to you guys about Mother's Day stuff. We're going to have kind of a Mother's Day,
Oh, yeah.
some stuff for you.
I should
that
remember.
we've
I just sent Robert my list
curated.
of ideas. Books. Maybe a spa day. More books.
What was it? Spa day. Have you seen?
So I want my nails done anywhere. I don't care. Is there a late night in Quincy that when you get home you can have kids and I can go? I don't know. I'm open to suggestions.
That's right. That's right. I'm not taking the kids.
Yeah, no. So I sent him my list of things.
Have you seen that the waterhead spa thing? Oh my gosh. So for some reason, okay, so just when you thought you were done, you can leave, but I'm just going to talk for just a minute. I know some of you guys don't need a little bit of even a little bit of fabric, and you're just here to hang out, which is even better. For some reason on my little Facebook feed, we talk about that all of a sudden the things that pop up, and just because you mentioned it. And we were talking about ASMR, right? And that's why we open things off camera, because if you're listening to us with your headphones in, it hurts your ears listening to that plastic. But there are these people that's how they make their living, is doing and they make these sounds. I know.
I can
think
tell
it's
you probably
weird.
don't have kids at your house if you like ASMR.
Stop making that sound.
Yeah.
Stop clicking.
I'll give you.
What are you doing?
What
are you touching? I know that little. And then what's really nice is when they realize that it is tormenting you.
It is.
And then it's on. I know. Jordan always had that nervous energy, so he was always tap, 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 tap. He still does it.
Yeah, he
tap,
still
tap,
does.
tap, tap, tap. And it's like, and I just reach over and touch him.
Take a deep breath.
Yeah. So anyway, all of a sudden on my feed, there's a ton of this. There's this blonde, and that's all. Oh, I'm just gonna do your makeup. I'm just gonna, and then she makes all these sounds. So then I'm like watching her, thinking, no, this is
doing
so irritating to me. But the more you watch it, the more your
right. You've got
your
an
algorithm believes that you want to see it. So then they started showing me this hair one where they had some gal laid back and they were like scratching her head. And so then I'm watching that, I'm thinking, okay, now is this like a spa? Where are you? And there's one up in Bremerton, and they have like this water wand thing. And so they
Is it like scalp treatment though?
Yeah, it's a scalp treatment, and they wash your hair.
I love getting
and then
my
they
hair
do
done for that.
I want you just
reason.
to wash my hair.
Oh, that is the best
I don't care what it
thing
looks
ever.
like. I just want you to squish.
And Patty, I just want to wash your hair. Yes.
Yes.
It's worth every
Yes.
freaking penny while I'm here.
And take your time, because it's really dirty.
I didn't wash it. It's been
I know.
2 days.
I want somebody to do that.
It's so great.
I know. So there's this place in Bremerton, and it's like this halo wand thing, and they have it come over. And anyway, I wasn't really watching ASMR, but that's how it came across. But so then I even did a little search to see if there was I can't remember what they call it, some sort of a head a hair water spa treatment thing, and it's this I don't know, this whole thing. I kind of want to have I want to have a scalp treatment, water scalp treatment. But you know, the other thing too is that they were saying that you really should have. This is not just for Mother's Day. This is just girl advice. All right. We are supposed to have facials every 30 days.
I have heard that.
You are. And you know why? Because all of that expensive stuff that all of us buy for the anti-aging creams and the get rid of the
bad
bags
things to your skin.
Yeah. And it doesn't do anything because you have all those layers of all that dead skin.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to go in and they do that exfoliate and then they rinse it and then they
Mm-hmm.
do something else and they get all of that dead skin off. And that's what they're doing so that then all of those expensive ointments that you buy really will work.
Yeah.
So you
There's
need to
two
go
places in town. Medusa's does it. She's
She's
where
in town? Where is she?
Yeah, where the old Wick building was,
yeah,
across
yeah.
from the REC.
Okay.
And then just down from the REC is like that Girl Garage one or whatever, the black and white checker right next to Interstate Bank. It's something garage.
Yeah.
But it's a
'Cause
bunch.
They
do eyebrows,
do
too.
eyebrows, and they do something. They do something with lash extensions.
Yeah, and it's all girls that are in there. It's super super cute. One of their girls are our facial girls. I've looked into it.
Well, we just need to be on a cycle.
Yeah.
Every 30 days, you're supposed to have a facial.
I've had them done. I think they're great. I always feel super great afterwards. Think, I need to do this more. Because it's more than just exfoliating.
Take some time for yourself, you know.
Once I get that baby in kindergarten, man.
Freedom!
Not that I want her to grow up too fast. I mean, she's not even potty trained yet. So
yeah, we
slow
have
down.
a few years.
Robert's like, are we ever gonna? Because by now our
We'll be
two
done with
are
diapers.
potty
We'll have
trained.
so much money when
know.
we're done with diapers.
That's what Robert's like. I was like, you want to get a tattoo? No, I'm buying diapers still. When are we gonna get a tattoo? Diaper money, man. Fresh
Talk to your daughter.
Maybe you can help me because we can get her to pee in the potty, no problem. She will tell me before she wets her potty. It's great. The whole number 2 thing, just too busy for that.
I think that would be easier.
You'd think, but she's so prone to diaper rashes. She has really sensitive skin, like Harper does, and I don't know. Maybe it's because she's still in her own little baby twin talk, and I don't understand what she's saying. Maybe she's telling me why.
you, Mama.
Yeah, I even bought a new toilet or traded Dad a new toilet for her. Got a new baby seat because I was thinking the seat was the problem. I mean, probably got to work harder at it, but when she's ready to potty train, she's ready to potty train.
It'll happen all of a sudden. That's
Right,
how everybody
totally-
is. All it's like now we're done,
Yeah,
and it'll be
and it's totally fine.
yeah.
When she's ready, she's ready.
She will. She will.
I'm not in any rush.
No.
Alrighty,
Okay.
fabulous. So go schedule a facial.
Do it.
Put it on your Mother's Day list.
Do it.
Yeah.
And next week we'll treat you to some other Mother's Day things.
Yes. All right, bye guys.
Bye. Thank you for watching our video. We invite you to leave a comment, hit the like button, or better yet, subscribe to our channel so you never miss an episode. You can also visit our Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, or Pinterest pages, or find all of those things and our online store at fabricpatch.net.